Now last year, we celebrated the freedom to love with heartfelt messages written on placards. Each message was a showcase of Singapore's love and support for inclusion and diversity.
Indeed, and as each year passes, we count our blessings for the great support we've received from friends, families, and allies. Now, as Pink Dot commemorates its 9th year, we will need your love and support all the more. Every bit of encouragement, every iota of support, every cent contributed, we greatly value. We can never thank you enough for being on this journey with us. So thank you for coming tonight and welcome to the Pink Dot family.
Now, it's sometimes hard to imagine that it's only been 11 months since the last Pink Dot, and how much has changed since then. You may remember, just a few days after Pink Dot 2016 last year, the Ministry of Home Affairs announced amendments to the Public Order Act. These amendments, which prohibit foreign entities from sponsoring events held in Speaker's Corner, effectively bans multinational companies from sponsoring Pink Dot. So in one fell stroke, we saw the bulk of our funding cut off and potentially unable to move forward. So as you can see, Pink Dot 2017 had a very challenging start, and that is only the beginning.
But we made new friends along the way. Last year, Darius Cheng, founder of 99 Co., offered to help us rally Singaporean companies to support the cause. Together with his teammates Yen and Yu Mei, each working together in their own personal capacity, they created Red Dot for Pink Dot.
I'd like to invite Darius, Yen and Yu Mei to please stand. Let the people see who the people are behind the Red Dot for Pink Dot campaign. Thank you very much. I'd now like to invite Darius to come on stage to say a few words.
Thank you very much. I actually did not know I was supposed to give a speech, so I didn't prepare for any. I was accidentally and serendipitously put in this position, but I am here and I'm very happy to be here with great honor and privilege to share our support for Pink Dot. I've been to Pink Dot many years. Always enjoy the picnic and the free drinks. Not free drinks, I actually bring some drinks as well, potluck, okay? Not free drinks, potluck. Of course, when we heard the news of the cutting off of foreign support, we thought that, okay, as local companies and local community, this is an important part of the community, we definitely want to extend our support. So very glad to be able to have our team, Yen and Yu Mei, to really put together the effort to rally companies. We're very proud to say that actually we achieved more than our goals, right? So in a short time, and just like this little red dot was our home, Singapore, I think coming out of the most difficult times often is the biggest opportunity. Perhaps this actually proves that we're ready for the big stage. Pink Dot is ready for the big stage, and there are many local supporters who previously, just because they were not quite needed, they didn't come out and say it. And now there's proof that we are here. The whole community is here in support of Pink Dot, and we're very proud to be here. Thank you for sharing this opportunity with us to be part of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we were also very fortunate that 3 homegrown entrepreneurs also lent their support to the campaign by fronting the campaign together with Darius. They are Caroline K from Jewelry Atelier, Carrie K, Beyond Low, Beyond Low from Urban Farming Initiative, Edible Garden City, and Adriana Tan, the startup extraordinaire behind Wooby. Now, Caroline has sent her apologies, but Beyond and Adriana are here. Can you please stand up and let the people see who you are? Thank you for supporting us, for fronting the campaign together. Now, the response to the Red Dot for Pink Dot campaign has been astounding. Since the launch of the campaign on March 26, we have seen homegrown, true blue Singapore companies step forward to be proud supporters of Pink Dot 2017.
Many of these sponsors are small companies with their own unique stories to tell. I'd just like to highlight two of these stories. First off, we have Demo Choco. Jia Liang, are you here tonight? Homegrown chocolate. Homegrown chocolatier Demo Choco created 50 box sets of chocolates priced at $100 each. They were able to come on board as one of our first coral sponsors. Singaporeans certainly had a sweet tooth and big hearts because the chocolates were all sold out within 24 hours. Another local sponsor who went the extra mile was Ease Fitness. Hi, Eileen. Former national taekwondo athlete Eileen conducted a series of women's self-defense classes to raise funds for Pink Dot. Having attended the class, I am now proud to say that Ease Fitness is a role sponsor for Pink Dot.
So ground-up initiatives like this are very, very touching to us. To be honest, none of us could have expected the response from our sponsors. We actually thought that the target of having 100 companies for Pink Dot was very ambitious, but boy, were we very glad to be proven wrong. The Red Dot for Pink Dot campaign closes this Sunday, the 4th of June, and I am very happy to announce that as of today, a total of 116 local companies and businesses are sponsoring Pink Dot 2017.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to present to you our rose sponsors.
This year we have 95 rose sponsors, and they can't be fit into one slide, so they will be spread out over a series of 4 slides. Thank you very much, our rose sponsors. Thank you.
And next up, we have our coral sponsors.
We have 14 coral sponsors this year. We tried to give each tier of sponsors a shade of pink. So rose, coral, and our last tier is
Fuchsia. Here's our Fuchsia sponsor.
we have 7 future sponsors, making a total of 116 sponsors so far. We hope that we can reach 120 by Sunday. And to all our sponsors who are here today, we have a goodie bag prepared for you. So before you leave the event, please go to one of our friendly volunteers at the door and collect your goodie bag. Thank you.
Thank you for all your support and all that you have done to make Pink Dot 2017 possible.
Okay, now we go to the slightly more serious part. Now, as you all know, that the amendments to the Public Order Act also extends to foreign participation in Speaker's Corner. While previous regulations only prohibit foreigners from participating in a demonstration, meaning the foreigners cannot be lighting up the pink torchlights, or like last year they can't be raising the placards, but they were allowed to be in the park to observe their Singaporean friends demonstrating. The new amendments to the Public Order Act now impose a blanket restriction on foreigners assembling in Speaker's Corner. So 2 weeks ago, we announced on social media that under the new amendments to the Public Order Act, only Singapore's citizens and PRs were allowed to assemble in the park. Now, this generated a lot of interest from the press and is continuing to raise many questions through civil discourse, which we are seeing as a good and important development as society debates the merits of all these new regulations.
And further to this, the Public Order Act places the responsibility on organisers to ensure that no foreigners attend the assembly at Speaker's Corner. As some of you may know, we have been in discussions with the authorities on the best way to do this. The change to the ruling, where a broader definition of what constitutes an assembly, created a difficult situation for us. Some of our proposals included checking ICs at specific points in the park, setting up checkpoints, and ensuring that no non-Singaporeans wore pink to the event.
All these options were expectedly rejected by the police. The police wanted preventive measures that were foolproof. They wanted us to come up with a measure to ensure that no foreigner entered the park during the event. So this is a bit challenging because Speaker's Corner, Hong Lim Park, is an open public park where people can go in and out as they wish. So how do we ensure that no foreigner enter the park? So after a few rounds of negotiations, discussions with the police, they finally accepted one proposal that we made. Now, this is a proposal that we don't really want, we don't want at all, and that we don't agree with, but bo pian. So for Pink Dot 2017, for the first time, Speaker's Corner will be barricaded. We have to set up barricades around the perimeter of Speaker's Corner and with 7 exit and entry points. And at each of these points, we'll have security personnel and volunteers to check the photo IDs of the people coming in. Only Singaporeans and PRs with the appropriate photo IDs will be allowed to enter, and then there will also be security and back checks as well for those who can enter. And for foreigners who do not have the correct photo ID, they will not be allowed to enter through the barricades. So, we are obviously very upset by this absurd ruling. We have debated very aggressively in the committee. We even entertained the thought of just cancelling the event, as a form of protest. But we asked ourselves, why do we keep on doing this? And we do this because, for one day a year at least, we want everyone, regardless of race, religion, language, sexual orientation, or gender identity, to be able to come out and be themselves without fear or discrimination. To be able to come to a safe space where inclusion and diversity are celebrated.
So as mentioned earlier, the Speaker's Corner's rules place the burden of ensuring that no foreigners attend the event squarely on the shoulders of us, the organisers. We don't agree with these rules, but in order to keep the event safe and legal for both participants and ourselves, we had no choice but to abide by them. Having said that, we would like to take the opportunity to recognise the support that our non-Singaporean friends have given us all these years. We acknowledge that these new rules separate friends and families, and are just as upset about this. Unfortunately, this was a decision that was taken out of our hands.
So our message to Singaporeans and PRs this year is stand up. Speak up for your friends and loved ones who cannot be down at the event. Show the world that barriers will not stop us from forming Pink Dot this year. Singaporeans have always come through for us in the past 8 years, and we believe that this year will be no exception. We believe that this year, we Singaporeans will come together to make a very strong stand and be a shining light for everyone in Singapore.
Yes, and because it is important that Pink Dot continues to shine bright this year, we will be bringing Pink Dot back into the night. We want to bring back... They're all clapping because it's cooler.
And prettier.
We want to bring back the image of a bright pink dot which everyone has come to associate us with. Like in previous years, we will be distributing torchlights to everyone in the park. And here is our event rundown for the day. Community tent will begin at 5 p.m, followed by community voices at 5:30 p.m. Then the concert will start at 6:30 p.m, and the light up will take place at 7:30 p.m. So do come early, and also remember to bring your ICs.
Now, Pink Dot started out 9 years ago in an environment which is much more conservative. So in these 9 years, we got the community to open up. We shared stories, we fostered bonds. We have seen some progress along the way, but we've also experienced opposition. But we really believe in the Singapore spirit. We believe with empathy and understanding, a meaningful change can happen.
And leading the way are our 3 ambassadors. Can you guess who they are? And we are very excited to introduce them to you.
Okay. You would have seen our first ambassador hosting many National Day parades, and after winning Besantam Star in 2007, he went on to grace our stage, TV, and silver screens with his performances. He is actor, singer, host A.B. Shankara!
And our next ambassador made a splash into the hearts and minds of Singaporeans when she won a bronze medal at the Rio Paralympics. Ladies and gentlemen, she is none other than Teresa Goh.
Okay, got one more! Okay, our final ambassador stole the heart of the nation when he competed in Sing China last year. This year, it gives us great pleasure to welcome him into the Pink Dot family. Ladies and gentlemen, singer, actor, Nathan Hartono! Now, our ambassadors recently got together to film a little video for us, and they have not seen the video yet, so we're going to watch the video together with them. So, please sit back, relax, and enjoy the Pink Dot 2017 Ambassador video.
I remember very distinctly, especially back then, old school bullying still existed.
We'll have a little chat. Abby, can you share with us what motivated you to be an ambassador for Pink Dot this year?
What motivated me to be an ambassador definitely would be the fact that I feel that coming from the Indian community, I have friends who have not been accepted for who they are, and there's always a common misconception. Like I said, it's a choice, and he's making a choice, and I feel that it's time for people who believe in a certain thing to step up and educate not only my community but the rest of Singapore that it's not a choice, and you should open up and listen to what people have to say, and then come up with your opinions. So yeah, I think that was one of the main reasons why I've stepped up to be the ambassador. Yeah.
Good. So Teresa, we met at an event last year, about 1 year ago, and back then, you actually don't know this, but Perrin said, you go, she go, and then he pushed me to you and said, you go ask her to be ambassador. And you said yes, almost immediately. So, what inspired you?
I'm very good at casting, I know. She's the right person to ask. See?
What inspired you to say yes so readily?
I think for me, because in the current climate of everything, you see a lot of hate, you see a lot of disturbing things, and for me, coming from point of privilege and where I feel like I'm really safe and I don't have anything really to worry about, I felt like I have a certain responsibility to step up and to make my voice heard and to kind of be a representation, especially like kind of juggling different labels at one time. I didn't want, mainly I didn't want to be hurting, I just wanted to be helping.
So, you all will see it. So last year Nathan performed with Herzi at Pink Dot 2016. So you see a trend because I said to Herzi, hey, you boy, he boy, ask him to be ambassador. And Nathan said yes. So Nathan, what prompted you to step up this year?
The pressure just never made sense to me. From a young age, it just never really did. And I remember at Pink Dot last year, it was so full of love, there was no judgment, it was just very unfiltered joy. And you see the love that this city is capable of. And why not work towards having that be the norm as opposed to one day a year, you know? So when I was asked, of course I said yes, especially, I mean, I did a thing last year that brought about a lot of attention. And if you don't use that attention to do something important, then what's it for, you know? So it's an honor to be a part of something like this, because it's really important.
Abby, Teresa, and Nathan, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Now, we have a small token of appreciation for you, and we would like to invite our past ambassadors to give out the token of appreciation to you.
I'd like to invite Pink Dot ambassador, the Pink Dot 2010 ambassador, DJ Big Kid, to present the plushie to Abby. Then must take photo. Hey, take photo, you know that. Oh, okay. Oh, there. Okay, wait. Okay. Okay, now I'd like to invite Pink Dot 2016 ambassador, Sugar Shade, to present the plushie to Teresa. We'd like to invite Pink Dot 2015 ambassador Hersey to present the plushie to Nathan. Oi. Okay, now group photo. Pink Dot ambassadors group photo. Okay, we have many friends here today who are attending the Pink Dot launch for the first time. Who's Virgin Pink Dot launch experience? Okay, right? Okay. You know why? Because you guys will be the privileged few who will be the first people to watch our highly anticipated campaign video. Okay, but because you're the privileged few, after the video you must share, after I give the instructions on how to share. But before we watch the video, I'd like to invite Mu Jun Feng to come on stage to introduce the campaign video.
Hi everyone, can you hear me? Okay, before I begin, I just want to say a big thank you actually to Perrin and Doreen, our hosts for this evening. They are very multi-talented. They're not just our hosts, they are also our spokespersons and our legal counsels. So the past year has been crazy for all of us. But as you can imagine, for the lawyers, it was even more work because they've had to navigate and understand a law that we're still, scratching our heads over. So please give them a round of applause. It was no small feat putting all of this together, despite the odds. And at some point, we even wondered if all this effort was worth it. But of course, you guys came along and you guys supported us, whether you are sponsors, our volunteers, our ambassadors. Thank you so much for keeping Pink Dot afloat and sailing. Please. Many in Singapore, many Singaporeans are conservative. But surely it doesn't mean that that should stop us or that we're unable to empathize with one another. We ask ourselves, what if we were able to reach out to others? Is it possible to start a meaningful conversation? And so that's what we set out to do for this year's campaign video. It began very much as an experiment. We had no idea what the outcome would be. We looked for 3 coffee shops, and I looked for 3 LGT Singaporeans to be a part of this, to speak with aunties and uncles in the heartlands. And all of them bravely said yes. Falik, where are you? Could you please wave, please stand up. Falik. Chris Paul, where are you? That's Chris. And Alex Sorrenti, who is unable to join us this evening because she's away. I also reached out to documentary filmmaker C.K. Mack to co-direct this with me. He is presently based in Mexico, so he's unable to join us. He's Singaporean, by the way. Just have to be sure, have to be clear. And I just run through a few thank yous. I want to thank the producers at Jiawei Films, JX, Chanel, Thisby, Felicia, Wei Lun, for having the tough task of having to approach random strangers to be a part of the film. And our wonderful crew, who obviously all volunteered their services for the production. The wonderful team at Gravitate for supporting post-production, and Azmi, Ben, and Eddie for supporting our audio post-production. We are finishing already. With the state of the world today, it is more important than ever before not to live in our bubble, but to reach out to those who are not like us, in the hope of reaching a better understanding. For we can stand together as one united people, or we can let our differences divide us. The choice for us at Pink Dot has always been clear. I hope you guys will enjoy the video, and more importantly, spread it to everyone, spread the message, and spread the love. Thank you very much.
I think you'll like the video, right? Okay, if you would like to ask all of you to please help us spread the video, please go to our Facebook page. Go to Facebook, look for pink.sg. If you all haven't liked the page yet, what are you waiting for? Like the page. You'll find that you find this post, we just uploaded it, then you just press the share button. Now, before we go on, I'd like to also to acknowledge the people behind our ambassador video. They are Shu Ming and the team from Chuan Pictures. Thank you. We are very lucky every year to have so much assistance and support and help into making all these wonderful videos that we hope will, through the help of all of you, will spread. So spread the love and start the conversation.
You might have seen mannequins outside with wearing Pink Dot apparel. That is the collection that local fashion label The Authority created for Pink Dot 2017. The thoughtful design shows that despite our differences in terms of sexual orientation, gender identity, opinions, and views, we are equal and able to come together in harmony. This is symbolized by the circular dot. This collection can be purchased from The Authority shops at Orchard Gateway from the 1st of June onwards. If you can't wait to get your hands on the shirt, you may place your orders with The Authority outside tonight.
Now, we would like to end tonight's launch with this thought. What makes us Singaporean? It is our pink IC. Your pink IC is the passport that will give you the right to voice what we want Singapore to be. So tell all your Singapore and PR friends to come to Pink Dot on the 1st of July and bring their ICs to change the course of history and affect change for our future.
We believe that we are Singaporeans for Singapore. Let us come together to make our most powerful, most significant, and most bright Pink Dot yet. So, see you on 1st of July, 5 p.m. at Hong Lim Park.
Thank you very much.